Hey everyone, welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Martin.
And I'm Neva. Glad to have you with us. We've got some interesting market movements to talk about today.
Absolutely. It looks like we closed today with a pretty mixed tone, doesn't it? The S&P 500 managed a slight uptick, but overall things feel a bit cautious.
Exactly. The S&P was up just about 0.1%, but it's really the small caps that stole the show. Those dramatic swings today were quite the spectacle.
You said it. Small cap stocks and some speculative names really caught investor attention, but we also saw some steep declines in healthcare.
Right. It shows how bifurcated the market is right now. On one hand, we had stocks like NVVE soaring over 57%, while on the downside, ASTI dropped nearly 23%.
It really illustrates the volatility we're seeing. I mean, it's a market that's clearly reacting to headlines rather than long-term fundamentals.
Great point, Martin. And it's also notable how many of these big movers were on low volume. Traders are chasing quick gains.
Yeah, these thinly traded stocks can be quite risky. It's almost like flipping a coin. You can get those sharp percentage gains, but they might not last without solid fundamentals.
Exactly. And these small cap gains don't always translate into broader market strength. We really need to keep an eye on whether these trends have any staying power.
You mentioned the healthcare sector earlier. The pressures there really highlight the risks that come with development stage companies.
Absolutely. These stocks are so sensitive to trial results and regulatory announcements. A single piece of news can swing them dramatically.
And investors need to remain aware of the headline risks in sectors like biotech. Long-term holders could face a lot of volatility there.
The macro backdrop isn't helping either. With that slight gain in the S&P, it feels like investors are waiting for clearer signals before fully committing their capital.
Very true. The balance between risk appetite and cautious positions is evident. I mean, certain sectors are stronger, but there's an overall trail of apprehension.
And as we look ahead, what should traders be watching for? Earnings reports and macroeconomic data are key.
Right? And especially inflation prints and employment figures? Those can really influence what the Fed might do next.
Plus, with many corporate earnings reports coming up, they will determine if today's small cap strength can smoothly transition into larger caps.
That's going to be the big question. And what about focusing on those biotech updates? They could be pivotal for those struggling stocks.
Absolutely. With the potential for major regulatory news that could either stabilize the sector or lead to more declines.
And let's not forget the liquidity aspect. Those low volume rallies can reverse quickly.
Exactly. So it's critical to validate any moves with volume confirmation. Keeping an eye on risk will really help current investors.
In summary, we've seen a mixed market with a few small cap stars shining brightly amid deeper declines in some sectors.
Yes, and it's a balancing act for investors as they navigate these headlines. Keeping an ear to the ground for upcoming data points will be essential.
Well said, Neva. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. We'll be back soon with more insights.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.